Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. You got your host Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Drop a like and a sub before we get into it. It goes a long way. And today we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers making the NBA Finals after that Game 5 annihilation of the Denver Nuggets, basically, right?
Rest in peace, down 3-1 Nuggets.
There you go. Rest in peace, 3-1 Nuggets, man. I guess Murray and Jokic just couldn't pull it out of the bag today, and it's just... Look, I was saying this early on that the biggest difference these Nuggets had facing these Lakers was that what did the last two teams they were down 3-1 didn't have?
LeBron.
Exactly. And when you're facing King James with the expertise that man had, with the experience that man has,
when he's locked in,
and that talent that he has, and when he applies that locked in focus, He's the Jordan of this generation. Like, that's what it is. It went Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. That's been the succession so far. Now we're in that transition to see, there's been a lot of talk who's going to succeed LeBron. But you know what? I've realized we got to slow down, guys. We got to slow down because we're still witnessing LeBron's greatness.
Still witnessing greatness. Look, man. It's not that the Nuggets played horrible per se. They played all right. Yeah. I mean, Nikola had 20 points. Jamal had 19 points. It's all right, but
as a team,
but it's not enough for because when the down 3-1 Nuggets did their thing in the previous two rounds, they played like a team that was desperate, and tonight they just didn't come out like that. They come out.
I think they tried to play desperate. I just think shots weren't falling. They shot 27% from 3-point range.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do at that point?
It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing to what happened to the Heat yesterday. If you're simply not making your shots and they're not going in, you're not going to win the game.
Good point.
It pretty much works that way. And the Lakers, man, LeBron, like just looking at them from the onstart, especially in the fourth quarter, the man showed up. He showed up today to close.
Yeah.
Like a man that has to close. Anthony Davis, he did his thing as well, 27 points. The only slight concern is that he seemed like, he re-aggravated whatever he had going on.
I'm so worried about that.
However, nothing to worry about that because you know what? The series is already over. They put them away, so they're going to get some rest. So
they played decent enough defense, I guess.
Yeah.
They kept them at 40% basically for field goal percentage.
Yeah.
They shot 55. Not bad.
Not bad. And for their sake, that rest is going to go a long way for the Lakers.
Especially for 35-year-old LeBron?
For LeBron, for Anthony Davis, they usually is injury prone. And we'll see what happens, man.
LeBron is what was that thing he would call 0 dark 30? Is that what he called it when he would get off social media during the playoffs and stuff?
I guess so. Yeah, 0 dark 30. I guess when he gets on that tip that he wants to be like super locked in.
This year he didn't do it, and he explained why, because of all the social injustice and all the social issues that are happening in the country and worldwide, and he wanted to keep this voice, vocal, but he's still locked in. And like that, remember that photo? You guys see it right now. Look at the way he's sitting. Look at the way he's sitting after just winning the Western Conference Finals, making it to the NBA Finals for the Lakers, first time since 2010, and for LeBron, first time since 2017. I want to say, right? 18, 17, one of those. It's been 2 years, 2 years.
Yeah, because last year he was injured.
Yeah, and the year prior. Wait, did he make it?
Yeah.
Wow, damn, man. LeBron's just a beast,
He
man.
did, yeah.
All right, so 2018 was the last time he made it, I think.
Yep.
And, bro, that to me scares me. That to me shows me a man that is just so... He's not satisfied with mediocrity. This isn't even mediocrity, man. He has taken an organization 10 years since they made the finals, and he's just...
He just did it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's like Kobe said. What'd he say?
Job's not done.
Job's not done.
Job's not done. It's like, why you not happy, LeBron? Job's not done.
Yeah, LeBron is about his...
They're just a different... there's a different animal. But, okay, now that we know that the Lakers are in the finals, Andrade, what do you think would be a more favorable matchup for King James to win ring number 4? If you were LeBron, would you... I mean, not that it's going to matter to him. He'd be like, yo, I'm going to get a ring either way type of mentality. But, like, okay, let's say you put yourself in LeBron's shoes. Would you rather get the Celtics or would you rather get the Heat?
Look, I agree with you that on paper and just logically speaking, I honestly think this Lakers team, either of those East teams, aren't gonna be
enough.
No, because I do think there's one that could beat them legitimately. But I don't think they're like, he's not like facing them like, oh man, I'm
scared.
It's like, he's faced the Warriors, the historic Warriors. So that, I think he's chill. But out of those two teams, between Boston and Miami, I think his favorable matchup would be Boston. And it's because of the same reasons that I told you why Boston is going to lose against Miami. And it's just that Boston, kind of like this Denver team against the Lakers this time, like when it comes to those clutch moments, when it comes to, because they lack experience. It's a lot of young players that they're not going to be able to close it out on LeBron. And if LeBron is facing the Heat organization and that Heat culture squad, and like I told you, LeBron versus Pat Riley, then I think that's going to be a much harder, because Butler's not going to back down. We've seen Hero doesn't back down. Crowder, Iggy, there's a bunch of Goran, there's a bunch of vet players on that team that we know aren't going to back down from the moment and give it their all when needed. If the Heat were just mainly like, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, like, and just solely young players, then it'd be a little different, kind of like the Celtics. But that Heat, and Eric Spoelstra, let me give him his flower. You're facing Eric Spoelstra, and let me tell you right now, Eric Spoelstra is 10 times better coach than the Lakers coach.
Come on, man. Anybody can tell you that.
It's chess, bro. It's chess. Like, as much as it's happening on the basketball court, obviously the players and the talent matter. It's also the coaches and how their strategy, kind of like football. It's also the coaches are a big factor, and how good a coach is their influence can be that much more. That,
and I think the Heat are overall deeper team than the Lakers. The Lakers have the superior duo, the superior stars than the Heat.
The Heat can go down the roster.
And I kind of have a feeling like, okay, let's say the Celtics manage to do this comeback, which if they win Game 6 tomorrow, they probably are gonna complete the comeback.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics are going to be kind of comfortable in the sense, like these young players are going to be comfortable in the sense that okay, we made the next step in our development, and they're kind of going to unintentionally, subconsciously take the foot off the pedal. Gotcha. And you cannot do that, with LeBron, that he knows very well with his IQ that, I'm in the finals right now. I'm 35 years old, and I gotta get ring number 4. If I don't get ring number 4 this year, I am not gonna catch up to MJ.
Good point. And actually, to bounce back off your point, another reason why I think he would have more trouble against the Heat is that the Lakers right now are on this run. Mm-hmm. They're on this special run. They're doing it for Kobe. Mm-hmm. They're doing it for LeBron's 4th ring.
Yeah.
They're trying to get AD to get that championship, experience, and that'll raise AD's confidence to, next level. Mm-hmm. The Heat are on not the same level, but they're also on their own special destiny run. You know what I mean? Like, nobody expected, like, the Heat to make it this far. Yeah, like, I put their seed in that Eastern Conference Finals. There were a couple Heat fans and a couple other people that were like, yo, this Heat team is going to be trouble in the playoffs. But the majority of people, like, nah. It was like, yo, okay, the Heat will maybe win the first round and then lose in the second. The Heat are on their own momentum. The Celtics, they aren't. Like, we expected this from the Celtics. You know what I mean? We expected this. They've made the Eastern Conference before with these players. And when you're on that type of, like, ecstasy, belief, destiny, and then you got players like Butler leading the way, like, that's going to be something that LeBron also is going to have to, like, overcome and face. When
I saw this in a tweet or something. It's like they hated that team that got a taste of being the alpha and they don't want to let that go. Type stuff.
I didn't see that.
Type stuff. It's like,
No, it's gonna be great. And like I said, I told you, Lakers versus Heat final.
But hey, can't forget about the Nuggets either, man. Look, I think they got a very good taste of making it this far.
My God. I'm so down to do a Nuggets. I mean, maybe we'll do another team profile series when we go into the season, or we'll do like a top 10 teams profile series.
Or what's next? What's next series?
I don't want to get too deep into it, but this postseason run that the Nuggets had, this postseason experience that the Nuggets got to acquire during this postseason, not just exciting, but it's going to be very, very, very important. And what's the word? It's going to be a huge contribution. Yeah, crucial and a huge contribution to what the Nuggets are going to do for the next 3 to maybe 5 years with Murray, Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr. If they keep all three for the ring.
I think they need one more piece.
But maybe, that experience, Murray, Jamal Murray,
Porter Jr.
You get your credit, bro. You have jumped from being a star to like
borderline
a legitimate star, and then with superstar moments.
Potential.
And if you keep playing at this, you will reach that caliber of just solidified superstar.
I think he's reached his ceiling. Now his ceiling per se could be superstar if he puts it all together.
Yeah. And this experience, guys, I'm telling you, postseason experience helps so much.
It's a different animal. Not everybody steps up during that time.
Not just that, but it's just like having those moments and then acquiring that experience just takes you. You don't get better in life just doing the work and reading books. Like, you have to go through the experience.
You actually got to do it.
Yeah, the Nuggets have proven themselves. I think nobody's going to go next postseason. Nobody's going to look at the Nuggets and be like, oh, yeah, they've been a great team in the regular season, but let's see how they do. Nah, not anymore. That's something now that's more for the Rockets, the Sixers, and the Bucks as they're set up right now. The Nuggets have completely extinct that brand off themselves, and now they're a legitimate team. Like, I know for sure I'm not the only person that sees this now. Like, next year, it's a whole different ballgame for the Denver Nuggets.
Hey, man, you're absolutely right. Hey, I'm excited to see what's going to go on with the finals. Whoever advances, it's going to be the Miami Heat. I'm going to have faith.
It is, bro.
But, guys, I do want to appreciate, all the viewers, the new subscribers that we've been getting. You guys already know what to do. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Drop a
commento, and make sure to catch us live,
tomorrow. If y'all don't know, we're from Miami, so we're Heat fans. We're gonna be a little.
We're gonna have those pots and pans. Those pots and pans might be from La Carreta.
So that live is gonna be extra lit.
Yes.
And you already know we're gonna have another reaction video.
Another reaction video right away.
We're gonna win. I'm telling you right now. I really hope we did.
And if not, shit, man, it's gonna be one depressing ass episode. But you know what? We love you guys so much that depressing or hype, we're still gonna do it.
That's true.
But guys, for the moment, we're gonna have to say goodbye. We're gonna see you guys soon.
Take care.
Later.